Today we are going to study about decision making in Java programming. Java programming, many people, they ask me different questions about Java programming. How can we learn Java? What is the best programming to learn? But I would like to remind you that whichever programming language that you can learn, what matters it is how do you solve problems using computer programming languages. So today, I want to show you how we can study and learn decision making using Java programming. Decision making with Java. Now, when it comes to decision making, there are few things that you should know. First, among decision making, we have conditional statements. Okay? We have conditional statements. Have conditional statements. We do have looping statements. And we have branching statements. So when it comes to conditional statements, we do have, or maybe I can write them right here. Okay. We do have if statement, else if statement, nested if statement, or we call it rather. And you have switch. Statement. Looping statement in Java, we have for loop, we have while loop, and do while. So I want to clarify this branching statement. We have return, we have break, we have continue, but today I want to focus on conditional statements, decision making, but conditional statements. So if I want to focus on conditional statements, which means the class of today, we are going to learn how can we deal with if, else if, maybe nested if. For switch statement, we shall keep that class for the next time. Okay, conditional statements. They are statements that help us to make a decision because we are discussing with decision making. How do we make a decision when we are dealing with Java programming language? So to start, I'm going to start with if statement. If statement. If statement. If statement, it allows the programmer, you the programmer, to execute task or block of code when the condition is true. So if statement, it only lets you do the task when the condition is true. Here I have got syntax of if statement using Java programming. So the syntax of if statement, it goes like this. If condition, then if condition, then block of code. or simply task to execute. So we are going to implement this one. Let's start with this one. Let's go with an example. I hope you, for me, for my coding, I use NetBeans. Let me launch my NetBeans. I use NetBeans as my IDE. If I do want to use NetBeans, I can create a new project using NetBeans. Let me call this project. Of course, I will choose Java. Let me call this project maybe Java language. Okay, let me call it Java lang. Fine. My project is right here. So once you open a project, as you know, Java, it is an object-oriented programming language, which gives it the right to support the object-oriented programming language. That's why in Java, each and everything, it is in a class. So in my package, a package is a folder, or it is a container that contains Java classes. So I would like to create a new Java class. This Java class, let me call it person. Let me call it person. Okay. So my class is right here. Okay. My class is right here. Here I have class person. So before I start, I first write the main method. Remember, the main method, it is an entry point of each and every Java program. So my main method in Java, public static void main, it is here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to declare variables that I'm going to use. Like, let me take an example. Let's say that we are going to write a program that checks the person if, suppose the government wants to put the system that checks if the citizen is allowed to vote or if the citizen is not allowed to vote. In some countries, the voting age is 18 in some countries. Okay, let's take that one. So let's say that the person will input the age by integer. Okay, let's play it cool. We can use the date, but we shall check that later. Maybe int age. I have declared my variable. This is my variable age. What else do I need? I need to tell the user. To input what? To input the age. Please user. Please user. Oh, come on, please citizen. Enter your age. Okay. So to input data using Java, we need to use scanner library. So we have to come here, we import java.util.scanner. Okay? Now, since you have done that, you have to create a variable that will help us to input this one. Scanner. Maybe it's x. Oh, a, any. Maybe equal to the new scanner system.in. System.in. Okay, this is gonna help me to input data. Now, age, if I input age, let's say age will be equal to will be equal to scanner that is helping me to input. The new keyword in Java, we use the new keyword to allocate the memory because this one we are using it as a variable as well. So age will be equal to the a that represents scanner here in this case. age will be equal to a dot next integer. Okay, there we go. Then we check the condition. Remember I've said that. We have said that for many majority of countries in the world, they consider 18 as the age a person should vote. Let's say that if age, you are going to use the syntax. If age is greater or equal to 18, greater or equal to 18, this person is allowed to vote. It tells you, dear citizen, you are allowed to vote. Okay, let's compare our program and see. It means if you input age that is less than 18, the system will not tell you anything. So that's how if statement works. If statements, I go back to the syntax, we have seen that if statement allows the programmer to execute block of code when the condition is only true. This is the syntax. Oh, call it a formula. Come on, take it easy. I'm going to run a program. Okay, here you are. So I'm going to input age. Maybe let's say that I'm 20. Please, citizen, enter your age. I think you can see here, guys. Please, citizen, enter your age. I enter 20. Wow, dear citizen, you're allowed to vote. So, guys, this is how if statement works. What happens when I input age that is less than 18, maybe like 17? You see the system doesn't tell me anything, which means that here the condition is false, because we have seen here that this gives the result, or it executes the block of code, or it does the task when the condition is true only. This is how if statement works. So now, let's continue. Let's continue to this one. Else if. How does it work? Else if. So an else if statement, maybe I put it here. There are people who write notes. Please, guys, don't miss this. Else if. Else if. Else if statement. This statement, it allows the programmer, you the programmer who is writing codes, it allows you to execute code or to perform task when the condition is true, or otherwise when the condition is false, which means it deals with two options. Let me write it down here. It allows the programmer, it allows the programmer to execute task, or to perform tasks. Let me write that, to perform task when the condition is true. Here we go. Otherwise, when the condition is false. Let's go with the statement, the syntax first of all. Guys, for those of you who are familiar with mathematics or physics or any kind of subjects, syntax, it is like a formula we use in computer programming. Here we go, this is a formula. So we say that if Yes, if this condition is true, yes, then here we execute block of code. Okay? Or otherwise, if it is false, again we execute block of code. So it means this one, it executes task when the condition is true, otherwise when the condition is false. So when the condition is false, the statement that is in else clause, the one that will execute. Here, let's go with the example. We can use the same example. Let's say that here, for instance, remember, when we run this, we are putting like 16, 17, it is telling us nothing. So now, let's use the same. So we can say else, okay? Let's continue with this. Else, it tells you that dear citizen, oh no, let's say that we are very sorry. We are very sorry. You are not eligible to vote. We are very sorry, you are not eligible to vote. So let's run this one. So if I input maybe they are 56, dear citizen, you are allowed to vote. When I input maybe 16, they tell me, dear citizen, oh, we are very sorry, you are not allowed to. So guys, this is how we make decision. This is how we make decision in Java programming. Another thing that you should know that we can even test conditions for several times. To test conditions several times, we can check it here. Before I go, let me also do this with you. Wow. Let's do things like this. That is nested if. Yes? So I'm sure, guys, that you have taken these notes, or you can go back with the video and write this. Nested if. Or rather, okay, here we go. Here let's do like this. First of all, the nested if, it allows you, the programmer, to test condition several times. So it means you can test until you can do the times you really want. Let me put here the syntax. The syntax of this one, this is the formula, this is the one we used. Syntax, so if, okay, condition, so then it execute block of code 1. Oh, let me say task 1. In our next lesson, I will write the flowchart for you here. So when this one becomes false, task 1, when this condition becomes false, it tests again. You say if, else if, condition 2. Oh, let me put here condition 1. Okay, this will make sense. Condition 2. Condition 2. Oh, sorry. Condition 2. Then if condition 2 it is correct, if it is true, then task 2 it is executed. Okay, task 1 is executed. If the second one is okay, then task 2 it is executed. So if you will check the next one, you can continue. Else if, you see, you can test very many. As if condition 3. If condition 3 it is correct, I'm going to explain this very well. Then task 3 it is executed. You can go several times, guys. Okay? You can go several times. Then else condition n. Sorry. Task n, it is executed. So let me help you to understand this. It means here, when you as a programmer enter data, then find the condition 1 it is false. Yes? It goes to check to the condition 2. If it is false, it checks the condition 3. If this one is correct, it executes, then it stops. Just like the first one. But when there is no above condition that is true, it executes the statement that is in task n. Let me give you a very good example that we shall all understand. Let's say that 5 subjects, there are very many. 3 subjects, they are inputted by the user from the keyboard. Yes? Then write a program to allow the student to check his marks or her marks and know the grade. Okay? Let me write it right here. Okay, let me write it right here. 3 subjects, 3 marks of different subjects are input by the user. Write a Java program to print the grade the student has got based on the following conditions, or based on the following. Okay, average maybe from 90 to 100, yes? Let's say 80, okay? 80 to 100. Yes? They are print grade A. Okay. Now the average from 70 to 79 print B. Okay. The average from 60 to 69, then print C. Then average from 50 to 59, print D. Yes? Otherwise, then if the average, or let's say less than 50, print fail. Okay? So let's do this question. I think you have seen it. Print fail. Let's do this question. I think you have seen it. So let's do this very fast and very quick. Let's add a new package. Sorry, a new Java class. Let me call it Max. Let me call it Max. Or do I need? I will input data from the keyboard. Okay, I need to import. Yes, I need to create my scanner library. Oh, sorry for that. Scanner. Maybe yes. Custom scanner. System. .in. Okay. Now I have imported it already. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to declare variables. How many variables do I need? Since I'm dealing with max, so I can deal with max as integer or as double. Okay, let me take integer. I need max of 3 subjects. There is a max of math, max of physics, max of computer science. Go. Yes? Okay? Then what else do I need? I need average. Yes? I need average. Oh, I should have put it there. So I need average. What else? Nothing else. Let me ask the user to input the max of math. Yes? Enter the max of math. Okay? Now I input the max of math. C, scanner, equals to, math equals to scanner dot next integer. There we go. Then here I input, I'll be very fast here. I input the max of physics. Physics here, okay. Then I input max of computer science. Yes. Computer science, okay. Then I input it here, fine, there. So now I'm to calculate the average. Guys, I hope you are really following. I'm to calculate the average. How do I calculate the average? Average. Guys, there is Java is case sensitive, yes? A capital letter is different from lowercase letter. Average will be equal to math plus physics plus max of comp. Okay? They are all out of 100. Okay? Times what? Times 100. Then divide by 300. Yes? Divide by 300 so that we ignore mistakes. Okay? Now, I'm going to make condition based on what? On average. Remember, if average it is, you can see average 80 to 100, print A, 7 to 79, B, 60 to 69, C, and 50 to 59, D, then otherwise fail. Here we go here. So if average, yes, it is greater or equal to 80, yes, isn't it? Let me let me do this without using relational operators. No, sorry, without using logical operators. I can do this without using logical operators and it works well. So now, if it is greater than 80, because of the formula, there is no way that it will go beyond 100 because I've put a formula that where the maximum will be 100. So then the system should print that you have got grade A. Oh, let's say that. Let's print the average and max, yes? Your max is, then we tell the student the max, because the max is equal to average, yes? And here we say your grade is A, right? And your grade is A. Oh, yes. And your grade is A. Okay? So if this condition becomes false, if the user enters less than this one, it says else if, case sensitive, else if average it is greater or equal to 70, yes? Then what comes here? We shall print the max. Guys, you should write as you exercise this. You should write all the codes. It is a good exercise. Okay. Yep. Then you'll be having grade B. Okay. Else if average is greater or equal to 60, yes, then average will be equal to C, okay? It prints the max, then it tells you your grade. Oh, sorry, this is your grade, this is Y. This is Y. Your grade is C. Here if average is greater or equal to 50, yes, then you will be having grade D. Then otherwise, it tells you that you have failed, yes? Let's say that your max, it prints max, and you have failed. You have failed. Okay? So guys, before I continue, I want to make this clear. Now, it means when all of these conditions are false, like if you put 49, or 40, it will first check if 49 is greater or equal to average. So this will be no. Yes? So after your program, you come and check here. If 49 is greater or 72, greater or equal to 70, the program will compile, it will show that it is false, of course. Then else if, it will check if 49 it is greater or equal to 60, it will be false. It checks if 49 is greater or equal to 60, it will be false. Then if it is not, it will print this one. So like for instance, but let me run it. Let me run this one. Enter the max of math. Let me input 79. in math, maybe physics 46, maybe computer science 50. Okay? So this person, his marks is 59, yes? Your average. Or let me change marks with average. Your average. Your average, yes? Average. Average. Okay, I can be very fast. Okay. Do this. Let me say that this person has maybe scored this, maybe 19 physics, maybe 78, oh sorry, maybe 78 computer science. Okay? Your average, it is 74, you have scored grade B. There is a small problem here. I might have B and D, I might have put it twice. 74, you have scored B. And here, let me see. Might have put it twice. Let's say that this person has maybe scored like this, and scored 45 here, maybe 23 here. So you see, your average is 37. You have failed. So guys, this is how to make decision using Java programming. So guys, I hope this video helps you. Please leave the comment there down below, and thank you.